Man, do you guys even remember this playable teaser? Do you guys remember PT? I mean, this game, let me just say, as one, obviously I'm biased as a Kojima fan. I personally did enjoy Death Stranding a lot. That was my game of the year. Do I think it deserved to beat Sekiro? Yes, I did. And do I think Sekiro should have won over all those games? No, but those are my two choices anyways, just because I enjoyed that game because I'm a Souls type guy. Any game that's like that from FromSoft, I'm always going to enjoy. But PT, what this game could have been, if this game would have, say when it came out, or not even when the playable teaser came out, say that was around the same time the Death Stranding, all that, say it goes through all this in a different reality to where the same time Death Stranding releases, instead of Death Stranding, that is Silent Hills. Imagine, obviously you got the people that, there's going to be no controversy, everyone's going to be on board for this game. Why? Honestly, I don't know why. I don't know why all the hate came to Death Stranding in the first place. Personally, all the things I saw, it was, I don't know what it is. And then the walking simulator, he obviously could have did the trailer a lot better to make that look good. But this isn't going to be me praising Death Stranding the whole entire time, even though it does seem that way. But just think, PT, Silent Hills releases that day. I can guarantee you 100%. 1, it wins Game of the Year. 2, it wins Best Game Direction. 3, it wins probably Best Soundtrack, to be quite honest. 4, it would have been Silent Hills, the Game Awards. It would have literally been. People probably wouldn't have said that Jeff Keighley was riding Kojima's cock. It wouldn't have been like that, no. Because Silent Hills had the potential to be the greatest game of not only our decade, but maybe the greatest horror game of all time. The way that game was, the way they introduced it was under just, no one knew who made it, and I thought that was awesome. The fact that you only got revealed who was actually going to be, in charge of the game and a part of the game and all that at the end. You didn't even know what the game was going to be called. And man, just thinking about it, man, freak Konami for what they did. Obviously everyone's mad about Konami, and I don't even know what they're doing at this. Are they still making games? Other than releasing that hot trash that was Metal Gear Solid Survive, or Metal Gear Survive, whatever it was called. But Silent Hills, man, I'm telling you, people already enjoyed Silent Hill as a whole, as that just series. But obviously some people were like, alright, it fell off. The movies obviously didn't do very well, but that's just to be expected. But Silent Hills was this whole reboot of the franchise, and we didn't know that at the time. We were playing this playable teaser, and the things they had you do for steps, they expected, at least Kojima and Guillermo del Toro expected you to take months to solve all of this crazy stuff that they had you do in order to get this ending and this reveal of the actual game. Because essentially this whole, just the process and steps to even get to the ending and technically beating PT was Black Ops Zombies Easter egg. It was so much just intricate details. The fact that you had to whisper a name into your actual mic to the game itself to progress was nuts to me, but that was so freaking awesome. There's so many details that quite literally I feel like PT almost just, it still is great. Obviously if you own it and downloaded it when you were able to download it, you still have it, but they took it off the store and everything, so it's impossible. There's recreations and all that you could play. But I'm willing to say that PT, other than some given very good horror games that came out over the years, I still believe that that playable teaser is better than a lot of horror games that came out. I think Resident Evil 7, that was very much a Silent Hills, what could have been themed type game. But I feel just still, there was people that did not enjoy it that much. I enjoyed watching it. I don't play horror games. It's not that I'm afraid. It's just I never enjoyed how Resident Evil and Silent Hill and all that, I don't like the controls of it. But I do enjoy watching them very, very fondly. And yes, I take the time to wait till the nighttime and shut off all the lights and all that, because I want to be in there. I'll always watch my first playthrough with no commentary. It'll probably be from that one, who's that one dude, what is his name? The people that everyone's always mad at when he uploads playthroughs and everything. I think it's Prophesiah Gaming or something. Prophesy, something weird. But regardless, I would have watched his playthrough with no commentary and all that, and just simply watched the gameplay and just probably been scared shitless, because that game kept you on edge, and people still to this day are finding secret details that they didn't even realize were in the game. Like, I think a couple months ago there was someone that found out that Lisa, you obviously during you playing the game, you see a shadow of someone behind you every now and then, but come to find out that she was always behind you. She was literally locked to the player himself. And I thought that was such a crazy but awesome detail, and like, it's cool and it's creepy because she's literally behind you the whole time, and like, that's odd, but it is cool though. And I mean, just think and hear me out. This is a shot in the dark, but it's a hopeful thing. Obviously people aren't too happy with how Death Stranding was and all that. I mean, there's that big group that enjoyed the game for what it was, and there's that big bandwagon group that just hated on the game without actually giving it a try. And there's a small group, but there's still a group that disliked it and they actually played it, thought it was boring, and that is fine. But imagine, obviously they can't call it Silent Hills, they don't have the rights to that, but imagine this: you see another playable teaser or something, but it's not called PT obviously, but you see a demo and Kojima tweets it out like he does, probably some like this crazy thing, but then you start realizing like, whoa, this game, it has a strange feel to it, and you start realizing that this game is pretty much PT done probably even better, in my opinion, because obviously it's going to have, I think it'd probably be starring Norman Reedus again, depending on if he's going to make a Death Stranding 2, because I don't think he'll make a Death Stranding 2 if he would have Norman be in like another game, because obviously you don't want Norman to be literally the face of all your games. But even he could have literally anyone. I wouldn't mind seeing have a original character and have, I don't know, a really good voice actor. Shit, let Troy Baker voice him, or just someone. Let there be just a cool, I don't know. It's just imagine in your head a new age PT coming out for the PS5. You just see something. Maybe he even calls it PT. Maybe he comes up with a cool name, because we're all so accustomed to remembering PT and not even Silent Hills. We don't even care about that part because of Konami. But just imagine you see PT and then the two letters spread apart and you see an actual name. That would be cool. I don't care what anyone says. Obviously, it would have been even better if it released when it was supposed to and actually gone through with it. But the whole Kojima Konami thing, like, that obviously happened. But just imagine Guillermo del Toro, Kojima, and whoever else decides to be a part of this. Just imagine him making a horror game and bringing whatever PT could have been back to life for PlayStation 5. That is my hope. That is legitimately my hope, and I honestly hope something like that happens. He doesn't have to call it PT. He doesn't have to, well, he can't call it Silent Hills, but just imagine he decides to make a horror game. I honestly do believe that a lot of people, it won't be like how it was for Death Stranding. People will be behind this game from day one if he releases a demo. Like, I want him to do it like that too. Release a demo and just have it be almost playable, like, or playing like it was for PT, and then have Konami just looking at this like, this motherfucker, like, he really did that. Because I think it would, one, be kind of how Nomura did for Final Fantasy Versus 13, having Yozora be in pretty much as Noctis, but from Final Fantasy Versus 13, and pretty much having that slight of, see what you guys missed. Like, I mean, shit, well, the game we could have got there too. Ooh, man, there's so many games that what we could have got versus what we got, man. Or in this case, the game we could have got but end up not getting at all, PT. But let me know down in the comment section below, what is your fond memories of PT? Do you wish that we actually would have came out with Silent Hills? And do you believe that there is a possible chance that we could still get this game just in the future, in the distant future? Because the way it ended and the way it was handled, it got handled in a great way, in my opinion. They canceled the game before anything was really talked about, so we could get a game that's like PT and just everything of that order, but just not Silent Hills. It could be the exact same game they had, because Guillermo del Toro and Kojima had interviews and everything, and they said they had a lot of the story mapped out in their head, and they were talking about ideas and all that. And Guillermo del Toro literally said, it's like what we could have came up with. And maybe I'll put the link to the thing down below, but he actually had an interview. I don't know what it was. I think it was like some DICE Awards or something, but it was a whole like 2-hour talk, and they were talking about the ideas they had and kind of pretty much saying fuck Konami, and Guillermo del Toro made a joke and said pretty much everything he's been a part of, like when he's collabing with someone, has like failed. And I was like, damn. But Death Stranding to me was pretty damn good. So I really do hope that they take the ideas that they had for that game and just make it a reality. But like I said, let me know down in the comment section below your thoughts. And if you guys did enjoy this video, leave a like, subscribe, and you guys know the drill. I will see you guys later.